Hey guys, my name is Bryce. Today I've got a kind of a video series to unveil to you, and that is essentially my kind of trade-in deck series. So what's going on with that is basically I got the legendary dragon decks, which is fantastic, and of course as the odds usually go, even though I could plan ahead for what cards I was going to get, I knew quite a lot of them I didn't actually need. It was just a matter of a lot of the more expensive cards and everything being within this, and then everything else I basically plan to trade out for other things I want. That doesn't go to say though that I'm just going to have, even though I do have one, a kind of a trading binder full of, kind of random things that are nice, but they don't really have quite enough of a fit. I mean, sometimes I'll just have multiple copies, or I'll have certain themes like even more extra Dark Magician stuff now that I got this to kind of supplement whatever I was missing. But the main point is, this is a series now where I'll be going through different decks which are definitely not the top tier of anything, in fact kind of almost the opposite, but it's still a, technically playable deck and everything, so I figured that's worth sharing before I hopefully manage to trade them out. Today's deck is going to be the Odd Eyes and Pendulum deck. Now with this deck, as I have kind of all these plastic sleeves, I have quite a few of the original sort of Odd Eyes and Performer Pal sort of stuff, but I had to swap in a few things, so it's certainly not going to be as powerful as the original. However, I think there's like a decent amount of balance in it. I'm going to be starting with Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Now a lot of these will be kind of familiar too, but I'll just kind of start with the extra deck. So we have Vortex Dragon, we have Supreme King Dragon Clearwing, which actually, this came in a common in the deck, but I did manage to actually get a rare one, so I swapped that one in for a bit more rarity to trade with. Meteor Burst Dragon, Absolute Dragon, Gravity Dragon, and of course the Advent for the Ritual. And I've kept most of the other dragons, like Dragon Odd Eye, or Supreme King Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, Odd Eyes Persona Dragon, keeping those 2 copies. Now we have Magical Abdicator, and her kind of strategy is both as a pendulum activated card in the spell or trap section, and also a monster. In both cases she can take spell counters, which is nice, so again, just more, you're going to see more of a theme of spell counters being used here, but either you can essentially get a pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, which is nice, or you can actually get a level 1 spellcaster type monster, which I'll kind of showcase more in a couple minutes. So then you've got Magical Exemplar, pretty familiar. Magical Library is nice just for extra draw power. Double Costin I actually have in the kind of the, Dark Magician deck that I have, but I actually ended up running out of room, so I had this to the deck to actually help pay for kind of the 2 beefier like Odd Eyes dragons and everything. Just as like a way to make it a little bit quicker to tribute summon if you need to. Now Dark Duradio, if I'm saying that right, she's got a benefit of, different elements for, the cards where you can either organize your deck, which is super powerful, or at the very least you can have, attack bonuses for whatever's on the field. Now of course if you pendulum something with this, it's an extra nice boost basically. Then you have Noble Dragon Magician, who was part of the original deck. This one's just nice and easy to pull out, and it's actually a tuner. So I don't have that many tuners otherwise in this deck. Then Rain Goat, Odd Eyes Unicorn, and then this is where we kind of get into the level 1 spellcasters as well as with Crystal Seer. Basically pick up 2 cards, pick one of them you want to add to the hand, place the other on the bottom of the deck. So it's kind of like it's like another pot sort of card, but it's, something you have to summon. But there's actually not much of a cost other than the fact that it's probably going to be destroyed. But again, because at least it's water, you're able to organize that with Duradio, so hopefully you can strategize a bit around it if you need an extra card or something. Now with Trump Witch, she's actually great as a pendulum just because she kind of provides what you need for fusion summoning with, which is important for Vortex Dragon. But the fact that basically you want to have her in the pendulum zone anyway, but she allows you to work out a fusion summon from that instead of just, polymerization or something being used once. Ideally, if you wanted to have, more fusion summons from a side deck that you already have, you can certainly do that with this. So 2 of those. Then I have Gravity Lash, just for good measure with everything. Spell Absorption, which is an old school card, but hey, if anything, this deck is going to really benefit from that. Then I have Magician's Restage, just to bring a few things back. Pendulum Impenetrable, that was already included in the previous deck. Swords of Revealing Light, just lots of spell cards. Pendulum Storm, Spiral Flame Strike, which I kept because I actually, for the few pendulums that I did take out of this deck, they're not dragons, they're spellcasters. Odd Eyes Fusion, of course, then Pot of Duality a few times, Pendulum Switch here is twice, then Pendulum Reborn is twice, I have Echo Oscillation, and that is the deck. So as you can see, it's certainly actually a playable deck and everything, it's just a matter of, it's been picked over like all these decks have, and it's something that essentially there's way more value in it coming together as a single pack rather than trying to trade out individual cards and finding out how somebody else can make that work and everything. This is nice, just like a sort of complete package, and then if I do find a few handfuls of cards that I want to trade in exchange for that, that's totally fine. Otherwise, some of these cards on their own can be kind of hard to trade for, but once you see the way it all comes together, it makes a lot more sense. Anyway, that wraps it up for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.